Welcome to the Afters. Pause. Uncut bonus content for our best friends behind the paywall of the number 2 Substack in the fashion world, in the world.
That's a fact.
Fucking around with Jimmy and Larry, goddamn motherfucking boys. What's up?
What up, dude?
What's up?
It's a long.
Ready for New York Fashion Week?
It's been a long. Well, it already happened.
How was your September 11th?
So sick, dude. I was partying so hard.
Yeah. How many beer towers did you knock down?
Too many, bro.
Throwing on the sunglasses?
Building, it's so bright right now because we had the lights off. We've been here all day.
Not really. We've been here for 4 hours.
I mean, towers include building 7. You know what I'm saying, right?
That's true.
I had a crazy thought the other day. I'm trying to remember what I watched at I watched 25th Hour, which was on Larry's Summer Movie Awards list.
Great flick.
It's about there's 9/11 is the backdrop.
You know that was the first shot in a movie of the pit of Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Which was, I believe, shot from the hotel that the movie theater that I went to used to sneak into in high school was like on the ground floor of it. The second floor of it.
It's presented in the movie as a residential apartment from the investment banker's crib but it's a movie theater.
Barry Peppers.
That's his name. That guy has a face that you recognize, but I literally don't know his name.
The sniper from Saving Private Ryan. The lead in Knockaround Guys starring Vin Diesel.
Why is this your guy? Peppers.
That's my guy, bro. It's Barry Pep.
Barry Pep, dude. That's a great fucking name. Real name or a stage name?
Put him on the fucking Zood. Obviously a stage name.
We don't do Zood for this. Okay. I believe the award that it got was Best Movie About 9/11. I think that still stands.
What was the actual movie about 9/11 with Michael Pena and Nick Cage, I think?
Oh, there's been a lot. Let's see.
It was an Oliver Stone flick.
Movies about...
You gotta learn how to stand on RoboCop's dick so you can type with 2 hands.
Yo, you're spinning on it.
Yeah.
Movies about 9/11. Okay.
I think it was like Flight... Well, there's Flight 93.
Yo, United 93.
World Trade Center with Nick Cage, Michael Pena, Maggie Gyllenhaal, my Martha's Vineyard homie, Michael Shannon, John Bernthal.
Wow, shout out Bernthal.
Studded fucking
cast. Cage with the fucking stash. Zero Dark 30. Watch that.
Not really. Oliver Stone
did
World Trade Center.
Yeah. The funniest movie about 9/11 is Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, where the spoiler alert, I believe it's...
Spoiler alert, 3,000 people die.
No, not Extremely Loud. What's the movie? Sorry, I'm fucking up. What's the movie with Robert Pattinson where it's a whole day and then the kicker at the end is that day is 9/11 and he's in the World Trade Center?
When he's in the limousine? Isn't it called?
No, that's Cosmopolis and that's Cronenberg and that's really good.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Hold on.
We don't have to look it up. We really don't have to look it up.
We have so much time. Robert Pattinson.
My new thing is going to be not talking while you look shit up.
That's totally fine. Dude.
With one finger.
Remember Me. It is a coming of age romantic drama, and that's the kicker.
Awesome.
Let's see what the plot says here. Just real quick at the end. Caroline arrives at her classroom where the teacher writes the date on the blackboard as Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. Tyler looks out the window of his father's office, which is revealed to be the location of the north edge of the 101st floor in the North Tower of the World Trade Center.
I'm so glad I signed up to co-host this movie podcast. Lawrence, what are you wearing?
So the reason 25th Hour was brought up is because it made me be like, yo, you know what I haven't done in a long time? Is fire up the old YouTube machine and check out Loose Change and see if it holds up or fucking even feels more real.
I'll start with the fit check. On the shoes
do you believe that 9/11 at any point of it is an inside job or there's any conspiracy theories that are actually like true? Do you believe any of that?
No, saw it happen. On the shoes are Studio Nicholson Fall Stompers. I think you should just do a solo movie pod just weekly. Honestly,
alone?
Yeah, why not?
I don't.
You're basically doing it right now. I don't think 20 minutes of this Afters.
I don't think anybody wants.
On the shoes, on the dogs, are Studio Nicholson. Honestly, been saving these for fall for a minute.
I haven't seen these. Let me peep these Warlocks.
The big crepe sole, the mock toe, kind of a wallaby, kind of a paraboot,
a little bit of a Playboy,
kind of not, a little bit of a Playboy. Sorry, I didn't mean to really cut you off from talking about movies for 10 minutes.
No, it's fine.
Got these on the real. You know, sometimes our ops are our friends.
Unworn or
unworn. Yeah.
Wow. Wait, does the real take used shoes? Yeah, right.
Actually, sorry, these were worn, but they're in pretty good. Actually, I don't know if they were worn. They had They're in pretty good shape.
Well, I mean, they didn't like come with like tags.
No, wait, sorry. These Real does sell new with tags in box stuff, and I think these were new with tags. The loafers I got with them were a little fucked up, but like I can't afford new unused row.
But no, my point is, do they sell used stuff as well? Like used bags
Real?
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hella used.
I don't use the real because they sell mad fake shit.
Oh, really? Is that where you got
suck
your very cool sunglasses you're wearing inside? The socks are Nike Drifties.
Happy?
I don't know. There you go. The pants are Still by Hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy boy.
Although they're so long, I had to do the high school girl thing with soccer shorts where you like roll the waist.
You also had them cuffed, and I only noticed because you uncuffed them in front of me. We were talking about something else.
I had to cuff them because we talked about city biking. While obviously, clearly the best way to go around the city, the shitty part of city bike is if you can't get an e-bike. Like literally, I walked up to 2 stations and a woman snagged the e-bike as I'm walking up to it. Like she like beat me, and I was like, clearly like fair game.
Women be city biking.
Women be ghost pedaling. Women be ghosting me. It happened twice. There were 2 stations where she got a obviously different one, got the last one. Third time was a charm.
Can I ask you a question?
I was like hustling around, and like these were getting caught underneath the under the shoe, so I had to cuff them just for transport.
So this is my question for you about like this beautiful cream Still by Hand trousers that you're wearing. And this, I have my own pants, which I'll get to later. And I wonder about this. How nervous are you on like a nice cream pair of pants of like getting them fucked up?
Pants, not so much. I think
because it's going to happen, right?
Pants, like an oil stain, maybe, because it kind of looks like a cum stain. We'll talk fluffing later. And like, obviously I don't want like a red wine stain or tomato sauce stain, but like a
I mean, more
scuff.
I mean, scuffs. Yeah.
Totally fine.
Okay.
These are also kind of like a little crinkly, just the fabric.
Yeah. They look slubby, a little slubby.
Yeah, they're not like pristine. I'm more concerned about that on a white shirt. I think that's just like a fucking mark of a slob.
Stain on a shirt, unless it's like some like really torched vintage shirt where like that's the kind of vibe. Like for me, that'll ruin that shirt is done.
Or what you actually have to do is you have to get it more fucked up. Right.
Yeah, but it's like there's certain shirts that you want.
It's like Larry Dave & Buster's. Like you can't just knock down one tower. You got to keep it going and get more fucked up.
The 9/11 of Dave & Buster beer towers.
Yep.
Dave & Buster's beer towers.
Got a W.
We should do another D&B run with our boy.
You know, he's a D&B partner, our boy Wes Wilson.
What does that mean? He's an ambassador?
He did some SpawnCon for Dave &
I want to be a Dave & Buster's ambassador, dude. That'd be sick.
But no, I think like we talked about this, how there's like tiers of clothes based on like, are they like S tier in your personal wardrobe?
Oh, sure. Of course.
Are they like S tier? You wear them to like podcasts, events, date night, whatever. Then there's like
public facing stuff.
B team, right? Which is just like around the house running errands. Then there's like C tier, which is like the gym, or for you, I don't know, whatever you do.
To bed?
Sure. The gym, or like when you're doing like manual labor, like fucking whatever yard work is. I feel like the only way to get relegated and like move between tiers, relegated is when you go down, right? So like when you stay in a shirt once, you get relegated to B tier, B team. But if you then go to C tier and you get extra fucked up and extra shredded, you going up.
Called promoted.
Exactly. You're promoted into the Premier League.
Yeah, but that's like, I feel like that's such a specific, like, it's like, what would that be, like an OCBD that like you get one tear in it, it's ruined, one stain. And then it's like, how fucked up does it have to be for it to come full circle?
Dude, it's so back.
Yeah. I own one piece of clothing that I can think of off top that is that kind of scenario.
It's never really happened with like nice clothing, more with like t-shirts, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or like sweat shorts.
And or you fuck up pants enough that you're like, yo, I'm chopping them into shorts.
Yeah.
Because they're so scuffed or destroyed on the bottom. Like, honestly, like, look, like, I'm not going to, no spoiler, but we're getting to that point.
Yo, what about like the OL Dickies you were wearing when you passed out at the Weeds restaurant and like spilled a entire fucking poo-poo platter of fried food and tomato sauce all over your pants?
That's crazy that you don't remember. Those are the 316 throwing fits.
That's right.
Collaboration fatigue.
Oh, I'm thinking of
these are OL Dickies.
I'm thinking of when we were in Firenze and you wore these and you were You were swan diving into the street.
I was Rolled home.
Yes.
Keep rolling home.
You looked like Flight 93 landing in the fucking field, bro.
Yo, bars.
Where was I?
Moving on
still
up.
my hand pants. Guy Harvey t-shirt. You can get these on eBay for $5. A little Colbo button down.
Very nice.
Button up.
It is a button up since the collar does not button down.
Yeah. So, I mean, bro, fall weather has got me buzzing. I know, like, you and I are into it. But this is like the first time I've been able to wear like long sleeves in a minute.
I'll wear long sleeves throughout the summer and I roll my sleeves up.
Yeah. The hat is a vintage Gates joint from Kevin at Fantasy Explosion.
Kevin Gates?
Yeah.
What is the Gates? What is Gates?
It's Jean Christo, bro. You don't know what the Gates is? Are you serious?
Pray tell, Jimbo.
Wait, really?
No, I'm not fucking pretending.
Do you know what's
is it an art? Is it an art thing?
Yeah, what's Jean Christo and Christo and Jean-Claude?
I know fucking Monte Cristo.
Christo and Jean-Claude
and the sandwich.
They're a partnership, like they're, I believe, married. They're partners. They're life partners, but they're also art partners where they do these huge installations where they were known for like wrapping giant buildings in like billowing cloth.
When, like what era?
Like 70s, 80s. This was, what does it say?
If they had wrapped
1979 to 2005. What? I remember going in like high school.
If they had wrapped the World Trade Center, would they have stopped 9/11?
Nice.
Would things have gone down differently? A la Mark Wahlberg?
The Gates is when, I guess it was like a global thing, but I remember the one in Central Park when I visited in high school. High school? Yeah. Where basically it's these, you've seen this. It's these large orange gates that are kind of like reminiscent like Shinto gates, but they have this like signature orange cloth, and it's just like
hence the logo.
Yeah, it's just like kind of like framing paths. In this case, you've seen this. In this case, Central Park, where like you walk around Central Park and it just like completely recontextualizes and imagines the space, the interaction between man and nature. I'm talking all the shit out of my ass, but like it is pretty fucking sick. One of them died somewhat recently.
This is how I'm definitely like a flew here, not grew here motherfucker who is not valid, is that like I could count on two hands the amount of times I've probably been to Central Park in my life. Well, okay, no, in my adult life, not like a class trip or whatever, field trip type shit. Like I don't really, so when you're like, you should know, or, oh, you know this, it's like, I really...
No, but...
And I lived... Actually, no, that's not true, because I lived Upper West Side. We would go to the park a lot.
Okay.
But
No. I'm not saying you should know... The Gates is like, it's such a fucking Zood board ass. Like these people were making Zood board images before like Zood board images were a thing. The running fences, the umbrellas, they wrapped they wrapped the Arc de Triomphe. The umbrellas, they just set up like thousands of umbrellas across Japan, and the wind uprooted a few of them, and they blew over and killed a few people.
How many is a few people?
I don't know, less than 3,000.
Over under the amount of people that died in the worst attack on American soil in history.
One of them's dead. They're Bulgarian. I think that one of them's still alive. Anyway, you've seen their work. You've absolutely seen the work. The piers, the floating piers. Okay.
The current shit?
No. This. Fuck, bro. You've seen it.
This is crazy podcasting. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
The floating piers. Yeah. You've seen their imagery. Maybe you just didn't know it was like the same person.
Speaking of zooted out, big installation artwork, and then also 9/11, the wheat fields of Manhattan. I've seen that on every fucking Zood board.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's Agnes Dennis. I just looked it up.
Nice. Christo and Jean-Claude. So this was, and then like they were handing out pieces, like there were volunteers at the park handing out like little swatches of the fabric. And then like the scammers in my high school, they would sell them on eBay for like mad
really? Because it's like legit art.
To art collectors. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's fucking smart, dude.
These guys are sick. Christo and Jean-Claude. I mean, yeah, they're
R.I.P.
I feel like even for a fucking art dummy like myself, it's I can look and be like, yo, that shit is fire.
You know more than me, dude. If you're an art dummy, I'm an art redacted, bro.
Yeah. I know that's right.
Yo, you could be the art guy, I can be the movie guy. What can't throwing fits do?
The sunglasses are Vintagei Versace. The boxers are Hanes boxers, which, by the way, first appearance on the pod of the distressed Willie Chavez.
Insane.
Shitty and pissies.
I can't believe our new boy Moses actually is wearing those.
That was amazing.
Because it's like, okay, I actually, if anything, I oh, and maybe he wore them because he knew he was getting fit checked, and maybe he said that, so it is a bit. But like, that's not a thing that you wear in your life. Right? Like, come on, dude.
Yo, the shitties or the pissies folk today.
Are they all unique? Are they all like...
I don't know. I mean, they're just distressed in like a big washing drum, right?
Willie, see, you can't... Boxers?
You can't uniformly distress. Well, I guess you can with like lasers.
Oh, okay. You want to know how much they cost?
$160.
You looked it up?
No. How much?
They are...
$250.
$375 Bonarinos, dude. These are... You know what it is? They're sweat stained with strategically placed distressing.
So like,
but it does look shitty because it's brown, but it's supposed to be sweat.
That's the old.
This is also the integrity of the holes by the waistband. That you put them on and take them off, they're gonna fucking shred. Yeah. This is crazy.
Those tears only get more tearage. That's nuts.
So they're manufactured in Peru using the finest Pima cotton and then hand painted and distressed by artisans in California. This dirty underwear is actually very clean and can be washed in warm water and dried with your other laundry.
Yo, imagine if you're an artisan and some like you get an email just be like, hey, potential gig ? You open it up, it's like, all right, so we're gonna send you some underwear. We need you to fuck them up using your artisanal skills,
dude,
of hand distressed panties.
Men used to go to war. Now they wear hand distressed boxer.
Now they make hand distressed panties. Jesus Christ,
dude. I fuck with Willie.
Dude, really?
We've been to a bunch.
Can I ask you why? Not disparagingly. I'm just curious.
One of the only exciting designers who show during New York Fashion Week in New York.
Well, okay, but is that like an accomplishment?
Big
to show in New York Fashion Week?
Big fish, small pond. Maybe is, I don't know. I think he's underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Describe a Willie Chavez garment to me.
Well, the last
besides the distressed undies and besides the
Kendrick
big
Lamar
big
tracksuit
rose shit. Yeah.
Oh, I mean the show that we went to last season where we were sweating our fucking cock and ball. Or was that a year ago?
That was real drip. That was summer. Yeah.
That was really cool. Like all the cholo and fucking Mexican style tailoring. That was cool. I mean, like I can't wear it, but like presented as a runway show as like a collection, a cohesive thematic collection. It fucking was cool.
You did an Alan Edmonds collab.
What is that? What does that look like?
Alan Edmonds with a big ass heel.
Let me see.
And some distressed underwear.
Oh, not for me.
Yeah, right there. Kind of like a patent leather.
Yeah, I mean, I think that most people know of him now because Kendrick wore the track jacket in the Not Like Us video. And that track jacket is like cool in like, oh, I don't want to buy a vintage Sergio Tacchini. I want like the big brain fashion guy option. How much is that track jacket though? That's probably $600. You
should totally wear this no peace, no justice.
See,
that is the message you live by.
So here's the thing about like Willie is selling a lot. Well, there's a jacket, the blazer, but like that's
you wear that with the big structured shoulders and the
but it looked cool on the runway.
Okay. Wear this
big collars. No, I like those shorts though.
You couldn't wear those. Damn.
How do you know? How do you know I couldn't wear them?
They're because we've seen them.
My size is sold out.
Yeah.
Yo, those literally these big old pleated shorts. That's a work short, but it looks like the Kobo joints. Honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, track jacket. How much?
Bad boy track jacket $650.
That's too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
What do you think about Willie? I don't know why you were like weirdly quizzing me.
No. It's just like you're like you ride and die for Willie, but I'm like, okay, what's the clothing?
And did I not do a good job describing it?
Not really.
What?
Until we started looking at it.
I was describing it before you even looking at it, boy. Before you were born, boy.
Big cholo tailoring.
You know what? I can never use the phrase with you before you were born because you were born before me.
Yeah, you also can't use the phrase Chinaman, but that doesn't stop you before.
Yo, dude, that was very regrettable.
That was very retarded of you.
But I was using it to make a point, which is that anyone who would say the other one is the kind of person that would say that. I wasn't saying it. I was quoting the idea of a bad person who would say it, to be clear.
Like in a Huck Finn type of way.
Neighbor Jim.
Wow. Vintagei Versace. I said that already. So the bracelet. What is this? Oh, Jill Sonder, maiden name, not forgotten. Bottega, and another Bottega cuff on the other wrist. Lawrence, let me throw something by you that I'm excited about for fall. And it's kind of like,
should I do a fit check?
Real quick, just entertain me here. Don't worry, it's about clothes. It's not about movies or art. Playing at the edges of the fit, I think, is something that is like overlooked when it comes to fall, where when it's summer and you're hot, I think that having like a lot of shit on like at the edges, whether it's like your neck, top of your head, kind of like your pant shoe interaction or your wrists, again, these borderlands of the fit.
Huh.
I think when you start wearing longer sleeves, bigger pants, they open up for like more experimentation and more like real estate to have fun with the, I don't know, call it flair, call it accoutrement. I mean, I know that you're pretty standard with like the, not to fit check for you, but the wifey on the pinky, married on the pinky, whatever, married on the ring, rolly on the wrist, chrome on the pinky.
You hear it every week multiple times. And
I tune it out. I don't know. Cause like, again, with short sleeves, you kind of look like a fucking bozo or like a Taylor Swift guy. I'm not saying I look cool necessarily, but I like wearing the shit with the sleeves. But it's like, cause it's like half hidden at times, sometimes it peeks out. What do you think? Do you fuck with this concept of playing at the edges of the fit?
I'd like to answer your question with a question.
What's up?
Are bi-curious Beethoven socks at the edge of my fit? And are they flare? And have I been doing that to much dismay of you and a lot of people?
Yes.
I've already been there.
But when you wear them with shorts, as one does in the summer, you kind of like center them maybe more than they should.
But they're geographically at the edge of my fit.
But I'm saying when you are lacking coverage from, I don't know, knee to mid shin, like it's almost like a fun sock in some ways.
They are fun to wear. But
is it not?
Well, it depends on how you're using fun as a descriptor.
I think wearing them with pants, which I'm not sure what you're doing today necessarily. We'll get to you eventually. I think that's more subtle or like a little kind of like coy.
Well, to your point,
a little more cloyish.
What about grills? Are grills at the edge of the fit?
Grills are at the edge of the fit. I think the face is at the edge of the fit.
Yo, I saw a pic. Why did I think I was just looking at your Instagram because I love you. And I was like, wait, what is this? What is this grid pic? And I forgot that we did a photo shoot. I think it was for No Tray. And you had both your grills in and they look cool. And I was like, is that the last time you wore them? Many moons ago.
Last time.
You were wearing grills before I was born.
When was the first day you wore yours?
It was after April because I got them for my birthday, but maybe in May.
So let's say May 15th. So last time I wore grills was May 14th.
No, you should say May 2022.
Okay.
Which is probably when it was. I think what you're talking about makes a lot of sense in theory. I've always been a staunch believer in pants shoe interaction is like, as a guy who like builds a lot of footwear from the ground up, literally and figuratively, because footwear is foundational. That's something I definitely think about. Like certain with pants only work with like certain shoes, even length, right? Like if I have a cropped thing, I know I want to boot with the shaft. Pause. You know? So I think, and what about hats? Do hats count? Because I wear a hat basically every day.
I think hats do count, where I think the edge is, the top of your head. And again, maybe I'm just thinking wrist specific because the sleeves,
I think you are.
Like also socks too, because like they go in and out of sight.
Yeah.
They're here, they're not. They're here, they're not.
Yeah.
David, blame your ass. But I don't know. It's something I'll just think about kind of as today's really the, I don't know, first and a half day of fall weather where a motherfucker be wearing sleeves.
What's that? I smell a Substack essay.
Ooh. Nah.
No.
Nah.
I wear the same. Yeah, I'm not a bracelet guy. I wear the same jewelry every day, as James talked about the bit that I do multiple times a week on the pod. Don't wear necklaces. So yeah, for me, this is my, what are we calling this? Edge of the fit accoutrement? What are you calling it? Dressing at the edge of the fit?
Playing at the edge of the fit.
Playing at the edges of the fit. I like that also as a title. But I think I kind of have found my sandbox that I like to play in at the edge of my fit. And
Sunglasses. Sunglass hat interaction, huge.
Yeah, especially
you can't wear all sunglasses with all hats.
Absolutely, especially when you have a child's extra large size head, as I do. There are certain hats and shades that you do
be looking like, when you wear a suit, you do be looking like Bob from Beetlejuice.
Really? That's no. I think we're going to talk about
that anti-Semitic.
Who's the little headed motherfucker from the Super Mario Brothers live action movie? That guy too.
I don't know.
Little ass head. And I'm broad as well, so it only accentuates my small head. No, of course I'm self-conscious about that. All the stuff you mentioned, so thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing.
Sipping on green Lower Side's finest.
Am I good?
All you. Take it away, buddy.
The row loafers.
Could have gone to you sooner if you didn't talk about 25th hour for 25 hours.
Am I good?
Yeah, go ahead.
The row loafers.
What was the other one? Fucking remember the day?
I knew you were gonna do it.
I'm blocking Wikipedia on this firewall that we.
No, we're already blocked. We already can't access TikTok or Discord, which I'm not using regardless.
Yeah.
On the firewall here.
How do I get that firewall?
I need Wikipedia. It's my whole potting
Your whole
persona. I'm
personality.
the looking up guy.
Did you know that 25th hour was fucking filmed in 23 hours?
Can you do like a like the rewind sound effect? The row loafers, Uniqlo socks, Our Legacy Workshop Dickies, which are fucking gross. Which I
still
do,
gross from Firenze or gross
and
from, like,
just so much stuff. And what I was thinking about, because I have debated chopping these into some like long, kind of almost like Willie style shorts, like a kind of like a long work short. But then I'm like, I like the idea of wearing, because it's after Labor Day and we're both in green pants, which apparently is like a rule, which of course we know the rules, so we can break them. But I'm like,
if you know the rules, you can break
but then
them.
I'm like, I like that idea of like kind of like that old money thing where it's like, yeah, these are whitish pants, but they're fucked up. So I'm gonna keep them.
Old money, just a bunch of fucked up whites.
Damn, you said it. The belt is Maximum Henry.
Oh, sorry, my belt is what is my belt? Oh shit. See, why is my shit rolled? Trebian. It's inside out.
It's rolled because you rolled the waist, no?
I did have to roll the waist. I did. But then
Soccer girl
when
style.
I unrolled it, the belt stayed rolled. This is like how you put the cover on a duvet.
Trebian has some, and I know this because I was building out the rec center with Max. Really cool colored belts. There's a red one too, like this style. And there was Trebian had like a red, fake like croc deboss job or emboss, whichever one.
Belt?
Yeah, but it's sold out because I was like, oh, I'm about to cop everywhere. Trebian everywhere.
Talk about, here's a fucking Substack article newsletter alert. Best in-store lines, bro. Colbo,
like a power ranking.
Colbo, not power ranking, just like choosing our favorites. Colbo,
Trebian everywhere.
Trebian everywhere. I think End started doing stuff in line, or maybe Neighbor, one of the two. 194 has started doing some like big ass shorts. If you want the big fucking cool
Varsity
Gen Z
did
ones.
those great jeans.
Oh, so good.
Those are awesome. And like a summer weight too. Who else? I don't know. We could put the work in and like actually like narrow it down. But not ranked. You say you should be unranked maybe?
Yeah.
I have a note. I'm keeping a note. Honestly, my hat appeals to something that you and I both talked about that we wanted to potentially write about, but I'll add that later. Okay. The row loafers, Uniqlo socks. The row loafers, Uniqlo socks. OL Workshop Dickies. The belt is Maximum Henry. The pleaser is Calvin Klein Palace. The Western shirt is Wythe. The hat.
Is that new?
No.
Nice powder blue. I like it.
The wash is really nice. Shout out Peter, Mike, and all them. The hat is BBSP on the dome. A dad cap. Dad cap's back, dude. You're wearing a dad hat, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I don't know there's a dad cap.
That's the other thing too. It's like, how do we define dad cap? I think it's just like a macro kind of.
Sure.
But I think they're well, a friend.
You want to talk about this now? You want to talk about this now, or do you want to save for the...
Well, I don't know. It could be nice, like one, like co-sign a thing that maybe people are like, oh, is it cool? Dude, Jimmy and Larry think it's cool. A very tasteful friend of ours was like, they never left. That's what he said to. I don't know if he said to both of us or just me, because I've been posing this to people.
When did you? Because I said this to you like 3 days ago.
You said it to me at the U.S. Open, and I wrote it down as like
on Monday when we were watching Guruna.
Yeah, have a
shit
meltdown.
the bed against Nakashima.
I really think it's legit. At least in New York, like the cool, tasteful people that we are blessed to know, seemingly are wearing more dad caps versus a couple trend cycles ago when it was more ropers, truckers.
Well, you know what happened.
Crowns.
You know what happened is I think that like. Not to throw a boy West under the bus, but I feel like Surf Lodge fucking Snake, that motherfucker started wearing like the high crown, like the rodeo, the truckers, like you said. I don't even know if there's ever a
Patient Zero for that
what?
Big. It's not even Surf. You know what Patient Zero is for that terrible hat?
Riz
Siegelman Sables, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of like high crown came to a point here. Big front panel. I don't know if there's ever a name for it.
Actually, I like to clarify. Siegelman Stables, whatever, didn't ruin it. People wearing it kind of ruined it. Because like, I mean, listen, there's pictures of me wearing sequin staples during the pandemic. Right? Before it was, well, no, this is before Kendall Jenner. Actually, you know what? No, we're not blaming people. We're blaming Kendall Jenner.
Oh, okay.
That's who we're blaming.
But you wore it before her.
Of course.
So are you to blame?
I wore sequin staples before she was born.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wore sequin staples before you knew it was cool.
The underwear are Hill City, rest in peace, Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, Zimo mode, hydro flask full of Lower East Side's finest, and I think the afters is over.
No, it's not.
I'm kidding.
The fit check is over. Let me ask you this. After hanging with Moses, who, by the way, lovely, lovely fella. Voice was hypnotic.
Keep talking. I'm just going to take a note for the title.
Okay. Voice was hypnotic. I mean, you know what? You can understand how I didn't get anything in the intro about this, but you know, he's got them pipes. I wasn't able to think of like a famous plumber besides like the what's Mario's last name? Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros.
What is their last name?
Is it not is Mario Bros? Mario and Luigi. Fuck, what is it?
Wow.
What is it?
They have the same last name.
Yeah, they're brothers. Yeah.
It's Mario.
Mario?
And Luigi Mario. What? And this is confirmed by
Wikipedia?
Miyamoto, the creator. Why did I say it like that?
I don't know.
Miyamoto, the creator. He changed his stance some point prior to the 30th anniversary in 2015. During this event, he said that Mario and Luigi both have the same last name, Mario.
Do you know why he was named Mario?
You've told this to me before, and I believe on the pod, it's because there was a guy that worked in the office.
Plumber. No, he owned the warehouse where they kept all their storage.
That's what
I think
it was.
their computer servers, and he let them delay. He gave them like a few months free because they couldn't pay their bills, and within those few months, they were able to release the game, make a fortune. Obviously they paid him back. So they broke off something nice, and yeah, they named a character Mario. So nice, they named him twice.
Mario. How do you pronounce it? Mario? It's me, Mario. That was good.
That was good.
Fuck yeah,
Mario. Mario? I don't know.
Mario. It's like Wary and Weary.
No, it's not. I don't know, bro.
Where? I am weary. Where?
I'm tired. How do you say I'm tired, but with the W?
Wired.
How'd you say I'm a bit off? I'm a bit put off, man. I'm a bit frightened.
Yeah, that's Weary.
No, Weary's tired.
Wary.
That's your name with a speech impediment.
That's the evil Wario version of Larry.
That's
Larry. Wario.
Wow.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Could you wear all black?
I did wear all black.
I know.
When he talked,
what a time
to be alive. It was the best of times, it was the worst times. When you talked about things that you might be self-conscious about, that was like at my fattest. I did not like how I looked.
C cup
and juicy C cup. And I definitely wore all black because, well, it was a lot of like, I was lucky because at the time it was like the John Elliott sweatsuit. It
was like the ASAP Mob.
The villain.
It was like the ASAP Mob era.
So I like wore a lot of JE. This was Fashion Bros era.
ASAP C cup.
Come on, man. You're going to make me cry on the pod?
Were you a C? B?
No, this is a joke that I make. I don't know. You think I measured my cup size?
ASAP BCUP.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm like in amazing shape now, and I'm also not saying that I have a healthy relationship to food or my body or anything. This is some real shit. But at the time, I was egregiously out of shape. I wouldn't say egregiously overweight because I wasn't like fucking morbidly obese or anything. But I wore all black because it was the only thing that like I felt like comfortable like wearing on camera, in pictures.
Is that a myth that wearing all black is slimming? I don't believe it.
I don't know.
Because I look back at those pictures and I'm like, hell no. No, I'm kidding.
You're such a fucking asshole.
I think like length of fit, certainly, but I don't think just the color necessarily like slims you. Maybe on like TV or cameras.
I think it's this idea, and I think Moses, we kind of talked about it a little bit with him, where it's like this idea that it's just like inherently chic or something. So it's like you can be bigger and yeah, obviously you're not going to wear horizontal stripes. if you're wider, because that only, draws attention to it or makes it look worse. But I think it's this idea that like black is like classy and chic and high end. And even if it's like a sweatsuit that you're trying to use to cover your juicy C's, like you think you look better.
I see. I agree that like, I don't know. I think that wearing all black as kind of like a hack is kind of like like New Yorkers, they wear all black is kind of like a chic and elegant thing. Certainly can be true when you're playing with texture, when you're playing with material, when you're playing with silhouette, when you're playing with layering. But I think too many people right around like kind of like the hipster into like black scale ASAP Mob era, they just went like all black, like black skinny jeans and like a black H&M or black American Apparel tee. And you just look like a fucking busboy or a bartender, which is totally fine. Like I had to wear all black when I was a busboy. And I wore a, what's like the really trashy
Express Men?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
An Express Men. It was a black button up.
A grape shirt.
A what?
A grape shirt.
Yeah. It was kind of striped, but like some of the stripes were like a little sheer. Kind of fucking.
That's kind of, that might be your hardest fucking Times Square today.
Kind of gay. Kind of sick. And my mom was like, "You look disgusting.
You look like a rapist."
Yeah. My mom said something. I think she said something like, "You look like a cheap
whore."
And then she mentioned another Asian race that I'm not going to say.
Oh no!
It's a different time.
All right,
it's a different time. But I think the all black. You have to do it you have to do it with like very expensive, very high premium materials for it to actually look good. In my opinion, you can't just like wear all black and like think that it's going to come off dope. I mean, what he was doing,
dope.
He was doing denim and kind of like a ribbed cotton tank.
No, I mean, he looks
incredible. But you see these old ladies that are like in like the Rei Kawakubo crows, right? Or like, I don't know, even like mixing the Rick.
What about the guys that wear like the opium look is a lot of monochromatics,
Yeah, and they're wearing like fucking hockey pants and like shoulder pads. And, like,
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Like mittens and shit. And
I do think
an apron. Yeah, that works.
When I think of like the all black look and like New York and when it looks really good, I actually think of like when Donna Karan became like the working woman look du jour, and that was mainly all black, and that was like classy and interesting, and I think it just looks better on women. Does everything look better on women? Let's be real.
Of course, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you're behind the eight ball as a guy,
which is black,
and white. Doesn't matter if black or white. So I think I don't know. Listen, I think a lot of it's how you carry yourself. I was carrying myself with very little confidence because of me hating myself. So I don't think I did myself any favors, is what I'm trying to say. Whereas like a confident person like Moses, who has every right to be confident because he's fucking built like a Greek god. Like I think that, for him, it's like perfect.
Yeah. But so,
I don't know. It's very tough. Case by case.
It's easy to brick all black where you just like, it's not just wearing the color black.
Okay. Well, how about this?
Looking good while wearing all black is not just about wearing the color black.
Do you think it's easier to brick wearing all black or easier to brick trying to like wear like power clashing stuff?
I think it's apples and black oranges. But
he's a bit of a black apple.
Yeah. Whoa. What do you call me? I don't know. Probably equally difficult, equally easy. Excuse me, to brick both.
Speaking of all black
idiot
and the Fashion Bros era, let's take it to the fluffing segment of the pod. Oh, yeah. The only time I ever remember fluffing, I was with you. We were doing a skit on Fashion Bros where it was one of the we created a fake trend, and it was like we wore the Green Man suits
from black.
Yeah, and I remember being
we were sending up the trend of wearing all black.
Oh, that's what it was like
of the moment. Yeah,
damn. Okay,
blackout boys.
That's what it was, blackout boys. And I remember having to wear the full body suit and being like, I'm in front of the whole casting or the whole crew, not the whole. How many people were the crew of that show?
There's some women here. Let me make my dick look bigger.
No, I think it was just more of like I was like, let me like fluff up for the fucking suit, dude. And I also remember you wanted to do this. Is actually I don't think I've ever told you this. And you probably have no recollection of this, and I know because this mattered to me. But the whole thing was we were just going to wear the suits behind the desk. Yeah. But as a fat guy wearing skin tight thing, I was like, no, it'll look better if we wear hoodies and put our hoods up. So, because I wanted to cover up my chest, dude. I swear to God. And I think I was like, And I don't know if you were like, whatever, dude, I'm not going to fight you on this. Like, sure, if you think it'll look better. But I was like, I can't be on YouTube in a skin tight Lycra suit, accentuating my breasticles.
I remember wearing, I remember that we did wear the black hoodies. I think mine was a collaboration between Uniqlo and some like goth dark Sith Lord brand of the moment that started with an S and I think had a 7 in it. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
And it was actually a double hoodie. It had two hoods.
That's
and
cool.
it was like super long.
Sounds like
again, it was a fucking era. No, it was like
I love that we were sending up the trend that I just wore the hoodie that I would normally wear on Fashion Bros. It was just like me wearing the same shit that we were sending up me.
Yeah.
A fat, sad, miserable piece of shit.
Yeah. My, how things have changed. But
okay.
No, I did not realize that you were doing it to cover up the juicy pears.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were just like,
it looks better. Well, then I did a good sell because I was like, everything hinges on this.
Man, can't trust a thing out of this guy's mouth.
As if no one could look at my big bearded fat face and not be like, this guy.
Stop it. Come on. We weren't that fat.
Okay, thank you.
We're for America. For
San Antonio.
In France, you're fucking a balloon.
I wasn't in France.
Exactly. It's all about context.
When did I go to Paris for the first time? Definitely. I don't know.
How fat were you? Where people are like, oh mon dieu, le fatty. Let me jiggle them
another no more baguettes for that, man.
Yeah. I think the only time I fluffed was maybe like while skinny dipping, and like there probably were, or I mean there definitely were girls present, just skinny dipping with the boys, and like definitely did a little fluffing so that mainly to like avoid the shrinkage.
Oh, you wanted to counteract by starting. You wanted to get a head start.
Yes,
get out in front of the shrinkage.
I mean it was a cold night. It was a cold night. We were at a swimming pool. And I definitely jumped over somebody, and they got the full fucking like the pylon view of like me, jumping for the
gooch,
reaching out
gooch
for
and all,
reaching out for the goal line. But yeah, it was just like whether it's like performance anxiety or the chilly night's air. I was like, I can't fucking get shrinkage. Like you look ridiculous with shrinkage.
I think
remember the Bass Pro Shop streaker? He's on the Bozo of the Year for the Fitties. That was January 2024.
That's tough. That's a tough look.
Yeah, the shrimpy.
That's like people always make fun of when Terrence Howard did full frontal in a movie. He has like really tiny, not like a micro penis, but he has a tiny little ass dick, and it's like, and I guess that's the confidence of being like an actor, and honestly, quite a good one, despite the fact that he's like a crazy person. He just is fully out with his little ass dick. Really? I'm like, that's real fucking
what
confidence.
What movie is that?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't think it's like it's not.
Oh,
like,
that's the one movie you don't want to Wikipedia right now?
It's not Hustle and Flow. Okay, let me
fucking homophobe.
I'll look it up. Why don't you carry this for a second?
No, this is about it. I mean, yeah, Moses is great. Honestly, the EP is really good. I do get some Prince. I think you were saying Miguel, and then he like complimented Miguel, which is like a crazy fucking. I guess there's one Miguel song I like with a Future and unfortunately Chris Brown feature on it. It's a remix. Well, I just want to get some head with the Tom Fords on. Is the one feature line, but I don't know. This has been another episode.
I can't find it.
Yeah,
there's
maybe just imagine it.
He's such. I just dreamed it. He has so many like the dark truth about Terrence, like because I guess he's just like a crazy nightmare that it's just like so much stuff about people being like, here's how I survived my sex scene with Terrence Howard versus like he literally it's like famous for like he has a little ass dick.
Damn, really?
Just full, and it's like not like Ben Affleck, like in Gone Girl, where you catch a little shaft in the shower, or I just watched a movie called To Live and Die in L.A., which is fantastic, and William Peterson.
What's it about? Look at the Wikipedia real quick.
So it's.
I'm kidding. Real quick.
I actually thought you wanted to know.
No, real quick. I want to hit you with some breaking fucking news. So I googled Future head with Tom Ford's on. Because that's the line in the Miguel song.
Hader Ackerman got the Tom Ford job.
Yeah. 4 hours ago.
I think that's a great fit.
Yeah.
I believe his last, he had the Berluti gig and that lasted nothing. And then just a couple months ago, he was some creative director or some role with Canada Goose and did like one hoodie about saving the whales or some shit.
Is it not the geese though?
I don't know. No, because they didn't even make the jacket. That's funny too, where it's like, Canada Goose always has the PETA protesters outside because they use real, whatever it is, coyote fur.
Mm-hmm.
But then they they hired Hader to make a splash to like sell some, green leaning activist hoodie. But no, Hader at Tom Ford is honestly, with the Kith Armani fallout, as we've seen more since we talked about it and tried to be, open-minded.
You're a big Kith Armani hater, Ackerman.
John's enthusiast. This is a we're so fucking back moment. I mean, it will be completely unaffordable and unattainable, but hater at Tom Ford makes a ton of fucking sense, and I can't wait to see what he cooks up.
Hater was kind of that,
hater.
Speaking of like Fat Larry era, that was kind of also when hater was like.
Can you not make Fat Larry era a fucking thing?
What do you want me to call that when you're wearing all black?
Robust.
Dick Larry era? What do you want to call that?
Robust Larry years.
Longitude Larry. No, latitude Larry.
That's
latitude's fatitude. It's horizontal.
Fatitude Larry.
During Latitude Larry era, Hater Ackerman was like, he had like that velvet hoodie that like Kanye was wearing.
Hoodie and
like
bombers.
That was like the velvet bomber. That was like a big fucking grail. It was just like kind of like raspberry, plush ass thing. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, he was the creative director of Canada Goose.
Here's the fit, right? You had the Rick.
And then Scottie Pippen wore it, I think.
The Rick scoop neck tee. On top of that, you have the fucking beautiful Hater bomber. Then you have on Eddie at Saint Laurent skinny jeans, and you have the Bottega Veneta Chelsea boots. And then you're a full on Kanye at his most Kanye.
Fat Cuban link chain.
Yeah. Fatitude. That's a real fatitude.
Yeah, fatitude, latitude era. All right, well, this has been another episode of The Afters. Chef, take us outie.